Wisdom increases by 2. You have an increased movement speed. That's good. So as a bat, he has superior dark vision. So he can actually see farther than all of us.
Right, superior
Yes.
dark vision.
But what happens in the
This is clicking.
daytime?
So, but if it's daytime, he has that cobalt sunlight sensitivity.
Da-da-da-da-da. Daytime, I can't see shit.
How come I?
Da-da-da-da-da.
How come you're...
That's fine. I was just seeing why my icon didn't show up in D&D Beyond.
Oh,
That's no problem. It's just probably taking a second update.
Alright. By the way, did you see the token I gave you?
And where?
In if you check your not in D&D Beyond, but in
Roll20.
Roll20, you hit the little newspaper.
Oh, newspaper. Oh yeah.
Is that alright, or do you wanna send me a token to actually assign your character?
I'll just make a token real quick.
Okay.
Wait, how do I do that?
So there's a website called Token Maker. I can send it to you.
Can I just like drag my character?
You can't just have your character in drag, alright?
Edit. Yeah, can be edited and controlled by Kaikuzin.
You have to click it and drag it out.
1 second. Oh, okay, there we go.
Lorik here is... I'm gonna put you... Are you in Tyranny of Dragons? Can someone add Lorik to Tyranny of Dragons?
On Roll20?
On,
D&D
no,
Beyond?
on
I thought you gave him the link to that already.
Discord.
Oh, on Discord. Tyranny of Dragons on Discord? Oh, there's a section for that. When did this
Character
happen?
sheets.
Yeah, I
the
can
old
add
Lost
him.
Idiots- The Lost Idiots one. I don't know what the permissions were. Shouldn't he be in D&D gang? He's not.
Rolls.
We didn't give him D&D gang. He's been playing D&D.
No, he has D&D gang. He needs.
I just gave it. I
Oh,
just
wait.
gave it to him.
I need like an actual token.
No, that works.
Oh god, now I can't move him. Sorry guys. There we go.
There you go.
Check out my bat.
I like your bat.
It's just a bat.
Oh, hey, it automatically gave you the things. Cool. Oh, awesome.
Who's that Robin Hood looking motherfucker?
That's me.
Right. So, how about we get this party started?
I agree.
Welcome to the world of Faerun. More specifically, the Sword Coast, a small strip of land on the east side of Faerun. Found nestled between fucking where's the map? Here it is. Found nestled between the endless ice sea and the Sea of Swords. The Sword Coast is a strip followed by filled with many city-states, countries, and other kingdoms that dot the landscape. Recently, they've been having a dragon problem. Dragon attacks are on the rise, and sightings of dragons, not metallic, chromatic, have been skyrocketing recently. Whether your characters know of this or not does not matter, because you, right now, are traveling to a little town called Green Nest, on the southern end of the Sword Coast. You've come here from Scornable, a large city-state, and you've been traveling for several days. As you come across as you have all been traveling together, you've been able to introduce yourselves, and if you'd like to, you can do that now.
Thank for this.
Click, click. I am Vladimir. I can't make clicking noise. Discord don't pick it up. I am Vladimir. I am here. Hello. fellow adventurers.
You are a curious one, Vladimir. I see you have the banner of Bahamut.
Wait, is it daytime?
Yes. For now.
I look at the other direction because I can't see you. Who's talking?
I'm right
Don't move.
here.
I can't
But
see you.
are you literally blind during the day?
Can you hear which direction I come from?
I make clicking noises.
Are you an actual bat?
Yes,
Yes.
he's an actual bat.
I'm
A
a standing
little.
human-sized bat.
He's an oddity, to be sure. Probably the only human-sized bat on the surface.
Who said that?
A pleasure to meet you. Mr. Vladimir, I am Professor Hibatius Gryffindor, PhD. Nice to meet you.
Ah, yes. Nice to meet you too, Gryffindor. Grabs his hand, shakes.
Oh my, what big hands you have!
What?
I said, what big hands you have!
I'm confused. I'm deaf.
I say I am PhD extraordinaire in all things dragons. I specialize in draconic studies, draconology. I am a high elf. He clearly isn't a high elf. He's a wood elf.
I have to take him at his word.
And I just sit down and say I am here because I heard there was an artifact and dragon activity going on in the area. I found it most curious, so I've been sent here by some contacts of mine.
Who else is in the wagon? Here.
I also speak towards the Batman.
He said
Can't
the
avoid
line.
it.
He said the line.
I'm Theseus. I'm also a scholar of the arts, and I am here to study the after effects of the recent dragon attacks. As far as like seeing if dragon's breath and flames have any effect or lingering magical effect on corpses.
That's oddly specific.
It's just the field of study I went into.
It's a pleasure to meet. It's a pleasure to meet you. It's I too am a man of science.
Yeah.
I shake. What was his name?
You
Gryffindor's
can
hand.
call me Professor Gryffindor.
I shake Professor Gryffindor's hand, and
Please call me Professor.
Vlad's hand.
Like with both hands at the same time. Like
Sure.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure to work with both y'all.
I'm a little surprised that there was a hand in my direction.
All right, then I guess towards more the front near the rider, you see like a half white, half dragon just glances towards y'all, or besides the Batman, he just glances towards y'all. Yeah, I'm Vaughn. Nice to meet you all. My objective is more so to keep these scholars protected as much as I can. And part of me wants to believe that I was actually sent over here because I may or may not have involvement with these dragons.
What's that mean?
I don't know. I am actually a dragon. I know you cannot see me.
I cannot see you. Thank you for telling me that you are a dragon.
Yes.
Half dragon.
And
You know, as a man of faith, I take truthfulness very seriously, especially when I cannot see.
oh, okay. Especially that wood elf over there. I'm pretty sure he told you everything, right?
Oh. You
what?
said it was a high elf.
Where's the wood elf? I don't see a wood elf.
Anyway, and I see we have a little happy tiefling sitting right in front of me. As I gesture to your character, Ashley.
Oh, aren't you guys a rowdy bunch?
Yes, I'm quite rowdy. You should see me when I let my hair down on the weekend.
Right.
The archaeology department really knows how to put on a party.
And you are Miss.
Oh, I'm Miss Lambra Kappa. But you can call me Lambra for short.
Lambro. And what brings you on this little adventure?
Oh, I just am helping out the people around town.
Ah, an activist, a philanthropist, even.
Seeing as I don't have much money, it's much more of a bring hope and joy to the people of the town.
Oh, how unfortunate.
Oh,
Your spirit is admirable.
Oh, thank you. It's nice to
Definitely.
meet you too, Vlad.
I'm not Vlad. Oh,
I'm. Hold on. Who's driving this car?
That would be me. And you see like a dwarf with an eye patch and a red bushy beard that just like sticks outwards in many directions, and he looks old.
I like get both of my winged hands on his back, and I'm like, we need to go to Greenest now.
Oh, that's where we're headed. We're still a couple of days away. Okay.
Faster.
Yeah.
I have been
Yeah.
sent a message by God.
ah.
And what is this message?
I commune with my God and see if it's okay to speak to non-believers. Wait, are you a believer of Bahamut?
No.
I can't speak to you.
No, full shizzle. Speak to him, buddy.
Was that
Where's
my-
this what Bahamut says? Where's the
my
illusion?
God, you can already cast commune at first level.
We have to go to Greenest. It is of urgency. My God has spoken to me. It's very important.
I see.
I can't.
So your god too is concerned with the missing masks.
The missing masks.
Yes.
The missing masks. That's
Read
why
the script, damn it.
Shit.
Read the script, damn it.
Got two scripts here. Sorry.
Yes, there's some there are some artifacts that I'm looking into. As there's one that's gone missing that we know of, but there's a few others that we suspect are possibly in their hands, and they are draconic
Where?
in nature.
Yes, whoever they are, and the mask.
What's your intelligence score?
Who's they?
Lamprey, you see that Vlad is acting a little suspicious. Can you give me an insight roll?
Sure.
Remember how to do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, click on the number or the next to the insight.
Normal roll.
Correct. No more roll.
Lord.
21.
What was that?
21.
Damn.
Can you give me a deception roll, Vlad?
Bahamut, guide my hand.
Bahamut, guide my hand. I got two people high on wisdom. Let's see who has the higher wisdom. Oh!
It's kind of obvious that the Batman is hiding something.
Vlad, is everything okay?
Yes, everything is okay. We must go to Greenest though, but it's not that important. So stop asking questions when we need to get there. We just need to get there. I assure you. It's very important.
You seem quite more urgent than all the others here. Just something you want to share.
No. Stop asking questions.
Mm. Then I guess we just all should take our time.
You seem very fidgety.
I
Matt,
like
can I-
shake the dwarf, not like aggressively, just like a little bit. Like we have to go to the
Okay.
greenest.
I mean, it's still a. Oh, wait! I think I see it over the next ridge.
Good.
Right now, it is about almost sundown. Probably like an hour away until complete darkness. As you approach the top of this hill, you see Green Nest, a quaint little village just nuzzled into like a bunch of hills. Or at least it would be quaint if large pillars of billowing black smoke weren't rising from it.
Lambra,
What the hell?
Yes.
oh, there's smoke.
Yes, and then as you guys get over this small hill, a shadow goes over you. It gets dark for about a second, and then you all look up and see this massive blue dragon just fly overhead and can immediately head towards Greencrest. And you see little dots of people run around, and you would hear screaming if you were close enough, but you see the dragon roar loudly, electricity building up in its mouth, and then just
Godzilla roar here.
beaming people out the town as it flies by and then disappears over the horizon.
What the hell? That's not normal.
By Jove! A dragon!
Dragon. No, a dragon here. Oh no. Oh no.
That is not good.
Oh no, the people.
We have to save the people. We have to save the people.
You see me
Well-
just jotting things down in a notebook.
Click, click.
Jesus.
Quick,
Alright, make haste, dwarf.
Driver! Hurry up! I must see this dragon up close. This is urgent.
No concern for the people.
No concern for the people at all.
I like take a little eye scope and
He yaws, and the pony that's pulling your cart goes, "Yeah!" and then starts charging forward. It'll still take you about 45 minutes to get there, and by the time you do get there, it's dark. You're coming up to the it's dark.
I can see now.
You're coming up to the edge of town. Most of the buildings look deserted or on fire. You hear footprints. You see a group of people rush from your left side to your right, coming out of buildings, and you see a wounded man carrying what looks like to be a child in one arm and holding a larger child in the other. And he's rushing forward into an alleyway. In fact, I should probably pull you guys to the map.
in fact, why don't I show you?
Yeah.
How do I minimize this? Oh, there we go. Got it.
Very carefully.
You guys immediately see 8 or so kobolds, tiny little dragon folk, chase a woman with a broken spear and a shield. She turns around and meets them to meet them in combat, and is about to strike them out or die in a horrible way as they surround her. She immediately spots you 5 and goes, "Help! Help!" And we will start combat.
I think those kobolds might know where this dragon is.
So we need to select our tokens in the game and then hit initiative.
Oh, wait,
Yes.
token. Do we have to re-put our tokens? Oh no, there we go.
Alrighty. So, actually, for this to work, you have to click on your token, and then go to your character sheet, and then click on the initiative. Not the word initiative, but the like the number.
But this reminds me, I gotta do
Oh,
the same
okay.
thing.
So I have to roll initiative. Hang on.
Lurkle to run.
Where is initiative?
As one does.
Initiative is gonna be left
I'll
of
be right
armor
back.
class.
This is tradition.
Right next to
Roll.
armor class.
Yes, it's gonna be on the left of it.
Roll the one. Roll the one.
Oh,
Oh my god. Is this father and his two children gonna die because they're too slow?
there you go. So you've also rolled a 5, Ashley. So then the DM would roll the enemies initiative, I think, and then you would see who goes first.
Okay.
And the villager. And don't forget the villager.
Right,
Right.
the villager, of course. Almost forgot.
Well, the two villagers. It's the husband and wife, right? Because the wife has a spear and the husband has 2 kids.
Yes, but they're all gonna go on the wife's turn.
Oh, okay. I was like, you fools! You brought kids to fight with.
Or here's a thought: maybe they live here and they're just trying to stay alive. Anyway, descending. Oh fuck!
Wow.
Oh no! Oh
The
no!
kobolds go first.
Oh no.
All right, cool.
So I'm only the reason why we're also slow is because you don't have our weapon sheath at all. It's help us! We're like, oh shit!
Oh shit! Yeah. Anyway, immediately to go first are the kobolds. As she turned and yelled out, "Help us!" The kobolds noticed you, go, "Yeah!" and then start making their way towards you guys with 3 of them. Do this. And they're going to attack the biggest threat, which looks like
Batman?
Batman.
I scream at them, Bahamut, guide my hand!
What's your AC?
You always ask that problematic question. It's 16.
It's 16. Okay, so you take no damage because that's a 9, that's a 4, and that's a 1.
So actually, whenever the dungeon master rolls, we cannot see it. He rolls on his own separate thing. So you
Okay.
just have to take his word to report it.
Gotcha.
It's like a digital dungeon master's thing. But anyway, you see them pull out slings, throw them around, and then immediately smack themselves in the face. Well, one of them smacks himself in the face. All the other rocks just fling off in opposite directions. This kobold is immediately going to move right here and make a stab attack with his dagger.
No, we'll leave them alone.
That's an 8. That's a 7. God damn, I am rolling like shit today.
Thank God. Thank God they're so incompetent.
Okay, and then you see this kobold on top of the roof. It has wings and looks a little different. He seems to be biding his time for something. Next up, Professor Gryffindor.
I'm gonna notice the one with the wings and go, that one looks odd. However, I believe numbers are the real problem here. As I go ahead and I take out a small drop, like a small vial of water, and I drip a little bit in my hand, and then I take my hands and split them apart, and you can see an ice shard appearing between them, and I hurl it into the middle kobold right here, and I cast Ice Knife for a 21 to hit.
Ooh.
Neat. That fucking hits. Kobold number 1. He needs to do a dex save by the looks of it.
So all 3 of them will need to make a dex save. So on initial
Oh, because it shatters.
on my target, it takes 1d10 damage if it's hit. But then the surrounding 5 feet area takes 2d6 cold damage dexterity save.
Okay, so even with a 17 to dodge, your ice knife coalesces into your hands and you let it go. You see it knife sink itself into the middle kobold's head, and then explode in icy shards. And the other kobolds just go as the shards eviscerate them.
So this one takes 14 damage. The other two take 10 damage.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Damn.
And,
And,
that'll be my turn.
Black. 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 And up next is Vladimir.
I charge at the kobolds. Let me see. I'm gonna make the dash action. And
Okay.
I'm gonna close the distance up to them. And I basically just yell at their faces, "I shall protect the ones who cannot protect themselves." And I'm just there, staring at them intimidatingly.
Okay. Next up is Lampra.
So the three are dead then.
Yes,
The
these
X means
three-
that they're dead. So what you can do here, you can either move 30 feet. Each square is 5 feet. Or you
Okay.
can use an action to double your movement speed, so it actually becomes 60. But you can move the 30 feet first, and then see what's around you first, and then decide from there.
Okay. How do okay.
Yeah, so you hold your token and either tap Q, or if you have a mouse, right click, and it'll tell you how many feet you're moving.
It's 30 or 35.
30.
There.
Yeah, so now you can see a little bit more. I don't see what you see, so from there you're probably seeing something I don't.
Okay. And I think I'll just move there and kind of strategize what I
Okay.
should do next.
That works.
Also, bear
works.
in mind that you can take the dash action and get closer if you wanted to.
You can do that, or you can take a dodge action. Basically means if any kobold's going to try to hurl or attack you, it'd be rolling a disadvantage because you're like alert to dodge.
Yeah. So you can pass a
Um,
turn and act in a defensive way if you'd like.
Yes.
Got it. I think I'll just stay there and just
And use a
it.
dodge action.
yeah.
Okay. Alrighty. Alrighty. So
Cool. Next up is Vaughn.
I'm gonna move 30 feet as well. Oh, I see that kobold up ahead. Oh, okay. I am seeing a lot more people now.
You see a series of children down here being scared, frightened, going, "Daddy, what's gonna happen?"
But okay.
And the father just goes, those great brave adventurers are gonna help us. Please help us."
And I see them and pull like two blades, like a scimitar and a short sword. And seeing them, I'm just gonna quickly see if I can dash actually on over more that way.
Okay. Anything else, Vaughn?
That's it. That's all I can do.
All right, cool. Next up is the wife, and she is going to go. Thank you. Take the disengage action and run away. Run away!
Valid.
And then Theseus.
Lord, are you back?
I'm here. I'm just eating. Give me
Okay.
one second.
Like, you won't let me watch you eat, degenerate.
How do I check how far? Oh, here it is.
Bust out your ruler tool.
let's just snap to center.
Little
I-
circle with the.
Oh, okay, cool. So I can move 30 feet.
I did dash action to get 60 feet, but you can't do anything in the end of that 60 feet.
I'm just gonna move up. Yeah, I'm gonna move up at first, and then.
Oh, you're a wizard. You can cast a spell.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Wait, was that 30? This is 30 feet. And then. Okay, I can see those guys. Are they within range? Oh yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm
yeah.
going to cast Toll of the Dead.
Bong.
Oh, whoops, I hit it on accident. Oh, I guess it didn't count. Oh, okay. So 60 feet, so they're within range. Point at one creature, makes a bell noise, and then they have to succeed a wisdom saving throw or take 1d8 damage.
All right, which one are you
Okay.
hitting?
I'm gonna hit the furthest one, in the back right corner. This guy.
This one. All right, cool.
Is it just one?
Yeah, it's just one. Is he
Oh.
missing any hit points?
No.
He is not,
Okay.
but he's about to
Yeah.
be.
It's a D12, right? Yeah.
He rolled a 3.
Ooh.
Okay. So then he does the 8 damage.
Oh God.
Ooh,
These guys are super weak, by the way. They only have 5 hit points.
good.
Okay.
Good. I came to here to punish weak NPCs.
Cool.
And
Alright.
then next up are the kobolds' turn. This kobold, the wing kobold, he's going to go. Nah, nah, nah! We got adventurers! Somebody get help!
Somebody, not me though.
Sound the alarm.
He is then going to fly into the air, kind of like right here, and then drop a rock. He literally has a rock, and he's just gonna go.
Where have I heard this before?
He's
I
gonna
wonder where you got this idea from.
drop it on Vaughn.
Boy.
Close.
Half
Out of the
dragon.
10?
Watch out!
Oh, I'm good. And then my AC's a 16.
You just like
Alright.
cling with your sword. You just move the rock that way,
I was
and
like,
he goes. And then he's gonna fly onto the roof of this house. Next up, this kobold, he is going to go. Fuck! They killed a lot of us. He's gonna try to stab you, Vlad, with a dagger. That's a fucking nat one. Big fat red.
all I can imagine is like he tries to hit him, but his armor is like the way it is, like it vibrates like him that through his body. It's like, oh. I imagine
Behind
it.
my shield.
This kobold is gonna go. Yeah, fuck that. I'm out. Goodbye, guys.
Attack of opportunity.
How?
I have a halberd. No, a
Uh,
glaive.
Oh my god, you have a glaive.
Reach.
Alright, cool. I forgot you got that 10-foot reach. And that hits.
What? It didn't do anything. What? Is there
What?
numbers? I don't
No,
see
I
any.
don't.
I don't see numbers.
I also don't see any numbers. What's the damage die you're supposed to do?
There you go,
Oh.
9.
9. That's a magic source.
You see him turn around, you immediately go, nope, and slice into his underarm, and then just end up cutting him in half. And then, yeah, he just tumbles to the ground, and he's dead. Next up, Hibaceous Gryffindor.
You there, the one with the wings. Where is your
Yeah.
dragon? As I hold out my hand and begin charging an electric bolt in it, and I hurl it at the one on the rooftop.
Okay.
Why did it not? I wanted to roll.
Why did it roll a... Was it supposed to roll a...
Here,
No, it's a bolt. You're supposed to roll to attack first.
Oh, here.
And then the damage.
I hit the wrong button. There you go.
There you
Roll a
go.
12.
Roll a 12.
Yeah.
Does not hit. You see him do the Matrix, and your bolt goes above him. He goes, "Holy fuck!
Damn, lesser
I
dragons.
gotta get out of here!"
3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. I'll end my turn there.
Vladdy.
How high is he? How high is this person?
He is. This is a 2-story building, so he's 20 feet up.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna move right here. These are children.
One of them is the husband.
Okay. This one dies next. Whack! Nine. Oh shit.
Okay, so he like sidesteps your giant glaive as you slam it into the dirt next to him.
Surrender! That's it.
And
That's it,
you
right.
say surrender, and he goes, "Oh wait, hold on, I got a treat for you."
Heathen!
Yeah, I'm coming.
Lampra.
I'm gonna move towards the one at the house. How do I get it to measure? I don't.
So if you see a toolkit on the top left of the Roll20, and you see like a ruler thing.
Oh.
You're gonna click on that, and then and then move and see how far they are.
Ah.
Yes.
Okay.
And from there, you could also, I think, attack that kobold on the roof if that's who you're wanting to attack.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So how are you gonna do it?
I'm gonna move here. And
No,
then...
he's on the roof, so you can't get to him if you're trying to melee him.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I was gonna use a spell.
Okay.
I'm gonna use Toll the Dead.
Okay.
So.
So you're gonna click on the spell, and it should roll damage as well as its save DC, I think. The fuck was that?
Yeah, you click the at will button.
12.
Oh, so gonna minus that by 4. Just go with full 8 damage because he hasn't been hurt. And
He has to roll
He-
15 to save.
he rolls a 10.
Takes 8 damage. Nice.
So I imagine how does Lampra cast the spell? Does she have a shield?
Yes.
She just slam her weapon against the shield and it makes the bong noise.
Yeah.
All right, she just slams her shield and weapon together and goes bong, and you see like blood come out of the ear holes of the kobold. He goes, ah! Ah! He slams his body against the side of the roof and then falls off and right in front of Vaughn.
Huh. Good job.
Wow.
Thank you.
Anything else, Lampra Kapna? I'm probably butchering that.
It's alright. Lampra's fine. That's about it. I'll end my turn then.
We must
All
take
right,
this
next
final
up-
kobold hostage.
Vaughn.
So I'm gonna step over here and get right in front of that kobold. And do kind of almost like a tripping motion, so it's like on his hands and knees. I'm gonna stab my short sword like right into his spine, and then like push it down even farther to attack.
Okay,
We're gonna
give
take
me your attack.
hostage.
No hostage.
Oh, definitely not. You use your. Do you have a tail?
I do have a tail.
You use your tail to swipe his feet out from under him, and while he's still airborne, you slam the two swords into his gut, and then rip them outwards widthwise, just kind of cutting him in half, but making sure his spine keeps him together. It's like a really really gross
Fatality.
fatality.
Should be more brutalized from there.
Sardines. It's really like eating sardines. It's like,
Really likes eating sardines.
get the spine and everything. It's really good. No,
eerie-
no hostages for villains.
An eerie silence falls over the group, and I'm actually going to move you to a new map.
Huh?
Huh?
It's probably a house.
No,
Oh, okay.
A
But
new
what about
map.
the children?
it's Green Nest proper.
Children.
Where are we? I don't see myself.
It's probably a vision problem. Zoom out.
Oh, it's this part. Oh yes. Wait, where?
Yeah, I see where we are now. Okay.
I can't.
Scroll down.
There we are.
What the
Okay.
fuck?
We're at the bottom.
Oh,
You're
I
at
see
the bottom.
myself now.
We're not
Okay.
at the bottom again.
Did you just say never say bottom again?
I said never call me a bottom.
All right. So this is Green Nest. You hear more fighting and screams coming from various different locations, and every once in a while you see this giant blue dragon who I should probably.
Mr. DM, Mr. DM,
Yes.
I don't
Yes.
mean to be that guy, but I actually have 120 feet of bright vision.
Oh my goodness.
Right.
He is
Yes,
a
you
bad.
do.
I can see in the dark.
Much better than anyone else here.
As soon as it's daylight, I can't see shit again, though. Very unfortunate.
You like freaking Matthew Murdock from Daredevil, who can't see at all, but then like he puts on his Daredevil outfit, and that's when you like see in a way.
Zach, is there a way I could just by looking at the dragon see how old it is approximately, if it's a younger one or an older one?
Give
That
me
is a
an
good
Arcana
question.
check.
I am not good with those, unfortunately.
20 natural 20.
Natural 20. This is an adult blue dragon.
Jesus Christ.
Gentlemen, I'm afraid we have a full-grown one on our hands.
Wait, hold on. We gotta talk to the children. And
Are the children and are the? Is
I'm
the
not even
family
looking at the
okay?
children. I'm like looking at the dragon.
Look at the dragon. Nah.
Poor peasants of this village. Are you okay?
Oh my god! Okay, so we actually see a black bus.
Well,
Whoa.
now that I've lost my bowel control, I've regained control of my bowels.
I just wanted to scare you guys for a second.
Oh my god. Don't do that!
But anyway, the woman, she drops the shield and the spear, grabs her children and her husband, and goes, "Oh, thank God, you're all right," and turns to you and goes, thank you so much. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe?
I should just smite them just for that joke, honestly.
I'm sorry, I couldn't help myself. Anyway, what are you doing here?
Our party. We are here to protect you. Well, at least some of us are.
Like looking at him like what?
Okay.
I'm a researcher, not a warrior.
Is there? I don't know why I'm out offering to help you. You need to help us.
How do we need to help you?
Help us help you.
She points forward, and you guys can see in the distance, in the center of town, is a large keep, and you can actually see torches lit around the keep, and you hear people yelling from it. And every once in a while you'll see an archer pop up, sling an arrow towards something on the ground, towards the keep. And then maybe you'll even see arrows fly up and try to hit the dragon that flies overhead. It's also, you've noticed something about the dragon. He'll lightning strike the ground, but he's not hitting actual strategic targets. He just seems to be setting fire to random buildings. And he won't get close to the keep, and he doesn't seem to land on the ground.
Interesting.
Please, we must escort you to safety. We will have to take you to that keep.
Yes,
Take them
yes.
back.
We have to hurry. I don't know what's going on, but it seems that most of these marauders are more are interested more in our possessions than our lives. We would see people running away from their houses, and they would completely ignore them and start ransacking the place. I don't know what's going on, but they seem more interested in valuables.
Yeah.
Ne'er-do-wells.
That's not surprising. Dragons are known for their hordes, ma'am. This one's horde must be on its way up.
Where? Wait, can you ping the castle?
It is north of you. Can you guys actually see the map, or do you just see blackness?
We see darkness.
Blackness.
I can see like 15 feet.
There's like a little bit of a light here. I think there's like, oh, these buildings are on fire. That's why I can see them. Oh, okay.
Yeah. By
It
the
would
way,
make sense.
here's this map is weird because it doesn't have a grid.
You can make it to where there's your grid.
I can make it to where there's a grid, but I think it'll fuck with things. I think that yeah, I tried that earlier today and it fucked with something.
Mm.
But
If we're not fighting, it should be fine.
how do you pronounce her name? Lemon?
Just call me Lemon.
Lemon?
Limon.
I don't know. Yeah,
I can-
linen.
Linen.
No.
She goes, my name's Linen Swift. This is my husband, Kurt Swift. We ran from our home, and it has been put ablaze, unfortunately. But if you could get us to that keep, I'm sure we'll be safe.
Is any of the family members injured?
Kurt looks like to have taken a dagger to the leg. No other people have been injured of sorts.
Gotcha.
You know what? Lay on hands.
Lay on hands. All right, cool. How many points are you gonna? I'll stop you. He only has 4 hit points. So he's right now missing 2. You could spend 2 points, and he'll go back up to full.
Oh, okay. I'll just put 2 then. So that means I only get 5 at first. I only get 5 HP total. Oh,
Yeah, you get 5 per paladin level.
Okay. Okay. That's pretty cool. But I give him 2 HP then.
Yeah, you actually like see your magic push the dagger out of his leg and then clink onto the ground.
That's body horror right there.
But then you move your hand, and the wound is there's not even scar tissue.
Nice.
The power
Praise
is good.
be Bahamut.
We should get moving.
I agree.
Can
Let's
you
make our way.
how quiet can you be?
Quiet.
We can try to be quiet.
All right. I suggest we do that because people could be running, or who knows who could be in these houses.
What? Quiet. Why would we be quiet? We have to stop the evildoers.
So everybody roll me stealth checks.
Oh
Oh no.
no. The cleric and I are both in chain.
Oh no.
5 for me.
Got a nat 1, friend.
Nat 1.
Oh!
God!
I'm like tiptoeing and I just hear all this fucking noise behind me.
You just hear clang, 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 clang.
Guys,
Just keep
I thought we
tripping
said
and
to be
falling
quiet.
over- Keep
So-
tripping and falling over my shoes.
You guys, I'm gonna move you up to. You guys get about to this forested area, and now I have to change your map again.
Because now we
This
need
one's not-
grids.
This one's not very good for combat, but
I'll fight anyway. Put me in the kitchen and I'll fight in there.
Right.
Put me in a public latrine and I'll fight there. I don't care.
actually, can somebody roll me a real quick D? I think it's 6. No, D8. Roll me a D8.
No,
Dang, you beat me to it.
I'll go with the first one. 3. All right, cool.
Dumbledore, you fucking dilf.
Dumbledore.
You fucking dilf.
Or Gryffindor.
Let me just put you all on the map.
Dumbledore.
I don't know.
Everyone else is like, what do you mean Dumbledore?
Sorry, my brain melted there. Hypatius Gryffindor, you thought!
Oh, and I should probably move you to this map.
Probably.
No, I fight on the overworld.
Oh my.
Ooh, hello.
That's some dynamic lighting, all right.
Whoa.
Damn, I can see so fucking far.
Oh, it's probably in daylight mode.
It is.
I could see up to 60 feet, apparently.
Weakling. Nope, give me 120! I beg you. I'm actually supposed to be able to see beyond 60.
I know. Give me a second.
It's legal, I swear. I'm a bat.
Is that something you can like set automatically?
When you
I've
constantly...
automatically set everyone to see 60 feet.
Okay.
Like every token that I pull out of the thing will automatically be able to see 60 feet. But you guys immediately, you guys get to about here. So if you guys can put your tokens anywhere with,
Lead the rear.
anywhere within those two tokens.
Yeah, we see we have our front and our back, and the cleric in the middle. See? We're all good. We have to protect our weak... Oh, and the family! The family!
Where's the
Give
family?
me a second. I'm getting the family.
I didn't save that family for nothing.
Just put the family in the middle.
Commoner. Here we are.
I got that, I had to get those good boy religious points. Holy shit, it's a whole family. Fuck, I forgot. So many people.
3 commoners, and where is Linen the Swift? Or Linen Swift.
Oh yeah, the wife.
The wife, the warrior wife, the...
The husband.
You know,
Because he's
she's a
injured.
house husband.
Immediately, you guys take a few steps forwards. There's the clang, clang, clang of everyone's armor, and these doors bust open. I need first boop,
Oh, initiative.
No,
and then
Combat.
Oh no.
I rolled, goddammit. Do I have to roll again?
16.
Zach, it didn't put mine on there.
You have to click your token and then click it.
I did.
No.
Alright, I'll roll again. Fuck it.
No.
Alright, I rolled a 21.
Oh.
alright.
Ethan just disappeared. We just started combat. You can't just run away.
Ethan rolled a 3.
Oh, okay, fair enough. See you at the end of the turn. That's a nat 1. That's a nat 1. See you later, fucko.
Okay, cultist.
Oh, cultists.
Lorik, you gotta roll.
Ooh.
We need you. We need you, Lorik.
I'm here.
Cultist! I gotta kill him.
Oh, I didn't select my token. My bad.
Rookie mistakes.
I'd rather have the 16.
Bear in mind that you can actually... Oh, no, you can't fix
Yeah, no,
them
it's all good.
yourselves.
Who are we missing?
Lampra, Vaughn.
Hypatius Gryffindor, you dilf! Roll!
He rolled first.
Oh, for some reason mine didn't show up.
14, yeah.
Yeah, it was a 14.
Yeah, go back to the bottom of the turn roster where you belong.
14. And descending. So, first up, we have is Mr. Vladimir, Mr. Batman.
I point at the cultist and I go, Murr! And I just swing at him.
The cultist goes, "Don't I know you?"
Oh!
And
That's not shady at all.
it didn't do damage again. Oh, 11.
I don't know why it does that. It has the funny button to trick me. 11. Please tell me he dies. Please tell me he dies.
I can't get over to the X for some fucking reason.
He's dead.
He's dead.
No, You can't speak. Don't speak. Don't say
Your
it.
glaive just cuts into, like, he was about to say something, and then it cuts into, like, the upper part of his head, or the lower part of his head, like, where the jaw is still there, and, like, you just yank the glaive out of his head, and it goes like he's a big-ass Pac-Man, and then he falls down to the ground.
Oh!
God damn.
No mercy.
Yeah, no mercy. You guys gotta follow what your paladin says.
Oh, crap.
Anyway, next up, Theseus.
Theseus.
Okay. Alright, so I guess I'll attack this guy over here, closest one to me, and I cast Chill Hand. So I have a rod as like a casting focus, and I just like point it towards him, and a ghost-like hand runs out and grabs onto him.
Ooh, you have got chill touch.
Yes.
What do I have to roll for that? I think that's a,
Oh, I have no idea.
or is that a
let's see.
hit?
I think it's a hit.
Ooh, these hands. He's throwing hands.
Yeah, they're not undead, right?
They are not undead.
Okay.
No.
They look like this.
Like what? Okay, got it.
They look
Edgy.
like Geralt of Rivia. I mean, not Geralt of Rivia.
I was
Okay,
like, what?
There we go.
Dude, it would be all be fucked if it was Geralt of Rivia, right?
That's not Corvo.
7.
7. That is. Does that hit? Nope.
No, that's the.
Okay.
That's. Oh yeah, that is to roll. Okay.
All right, you see your chill hand go out, but then he slashes at the ghostly hand with his sword and goes dissipates.
What a
Uh,
shame.
Yep.
I guess
next
I'll have
up-
my turn.
Is Lampra.
Okay.
It's cultists over here, by the way.
Yeah.
I mean, okay.
I've got. Whoa. I'm gonna move towards there and attack them.
You're gonna cast what?
I'm going to attack them. I'm gonna whack them with my giant mace.
Oh, you got a mace. Sweet.
Yes.
That priest has chosen violence.
See Lampra pull out her multifaceted
Never mind.
metal stick and then she tries to hit the guy, but he blocks it with his dagger and shoves the mace out of the way, and growls at you. Next up, Professor Gryffindor.
I think the bat's gonna take care of this guy. I'm gonna say, out of the way, citizens! And I'm gonna hurl. I'm gonna hurl another ice knife into that group of 3. For
Hold
an
on, wait.
18.
Oh, okay.
It might hit my cleric as well, but you know.
Why do you do this?
Life choices. Thank you.
I'm not looking that direction, but you know, I feel like
It's because I'm poor, right?
Tiefling! Duck! Hurl an ice knife.
some
Alright.
clerics may die, but it's a sacrifice.
I swear.
So
You're a cleric, you dipshit! Anybody else you could kill. Cleric, you ass!
all right. Anyway, it does hit your target if your target's this guy, right?
Yeah.
Okay, it hits the target. Hit the damage button.
Damage. So this is the D10. So that's 8.
That's
Wait.
That's lightning.
Oh, wrong one. This is the damage button.
There we go. So he takes a lot of damage and immediately dies, and then there's an explosion of icicles that goes everywhere. First off, Lampra, can you give me a dexterity saving throw?
No. Dexterity saving.
Yes, so dexterity saving throw, it's going to be the saving throws, like right under the strength and dexterity, and you're going to click on the number
saving
next
throws.
to.
I see it.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Then you're going to click on that.
The lion, the witch, the audacity of this bitch.
16.
You say?
Okay,
Okay.
I think you saved. You only take 4 ice cold damage instead of the 9.
4 ice cold damage.
Yeah, 4
Yes.
cold damage.
Oh, okay.
So the guy in the middle takes 13 damage. The rest take 9.
All right. The top one did save. He dodged out of the way. Was able to not take that much damage. Next up are the cultists. This cultist up here, he is going to immediately try to hit Lampra with his scimitar.
Okay.
That is a 12. What's your AC?
18.
18 does not hit. You bring your shield up and his scimitar planks against the shield, and then you push him back. The next cultist, Vaughn. Can you give me a perception check real quick?
Sure. Damn, it's a 9.
Vaughn, you hear glass break behind you, and you turn to look at it as a bolt goes into your shoulder. It's a 20 to hit. You take 6 slashing damage, or piercing damage.
Jesus. Oh wait, that was 5. Whoops. Damn, where'd that come from?
You look and you see a window over here, and you see like a behind it is a cultist with a crossbow.
Sniper!
This cultist, he's going to try to attack Theseus with another scimitar attack.
Oh no.
Theseus, what's your AC?
Don't ask that question.
10?
The two oh no's. The two oh no's.
Yeah, 10.
10? Oh, 10? Okay, you 20 to hit. You take 4 slashing damage as a scimitar cuts across your chest.
Oof.
You don't
Wait,
get you don't get a dexterity bonus to your AC?
Nope.
Just wearing clothes. He's just wearing clothes. That's how sorcerers work.
He's a wizard.
Well, I only have an AC of 10, but I get +3 to AC because of my dex.
I didn't put any points into dex.
It might be my... Oh, never mind.
Got him.
Fair enough. Have a nice day.
Good one, PogChamp.
I had no idea what I'd need, so I just put it in intelligence and wisdom. Alright.
Alright, yeah, you take 4 slashing damage. Next up is Vaughn.
Son of a bitch, that hurt. Okay, I'm moving over there and I'm attacking this guy in front of me. Alright, first with the scimitar. I am apparently pissed.
Oh,
You fucker! You son of a bitch!
yeah, that works. I'm just gonna move him over here because I can't hit the thing.
Well, if your goal was to protect your mages, you're doing one hell of a job.
You bring
like-
your scimitar over and try to hit him in the head, but he blocks it. But he doesn't see your short sword coming the other way, and you slice his head clean off his shoulders.
Ugh, you fucking asshole. Let me inside.
Librarian.
Where's the doorway?
The door is hold on, I forgot to put the door
way is
as
shut.
wide open. The way is shut.
Okay,
1
10,
second. Dynamic
15.
lighting.
It was made by those who are dead.
Come on.
The door would be open, but there's these 2 dead bodies in the way.
Oh, you know, just throw them aside.
Excuse me, sir. He kicks his corpse out of the way.
Didn't he?
Yeah, you just go through the door.
Pardon me, kicks corpse out of the way.
And 15.
Yeah, you should have like 4 more squares.
Or where the hell is that fucker?
Oh, you're taking the long way. I'm gonna take the short way.
The short way, there's a window!
I have taken the short way.
Hold on. Dynamic lighting's being a bitch.
I like to think in my head that Vladimir literally is like a man body.
Where do you borrow that?
Has
Okay,
a
so
fucking actual bat head. That's my head. It's just like a man in full plate, and on the top it's just an actual bat.
is the door open?
Yeah, the door's open.
Oh, the door is opened. Damn, he's not within reach.
Get shot.
Loads another one.
Oh no.
Ah, damn, I'm gonna be right there, because I really want to go one side and slice him up. I mean, if my movement speed was 35, I would already be in there.
Alright, and back to here. Cool. Next up is Lean the Swift. She is going to go, okay, everybody, this way to ignore the dying bodies, and then guide all the children.
Don't get too far away from us.
Husband is officially child status. Congratulations.
So over there, and the husband is going to be right there, and then she is going to be right there. Shield and broken spear in hand.
She's 3 children. Get off of her. Too many.
Vladimir, you're up.
1, 2, 3. You. I can see him. We're gonna whack him.
Glaive through the window.
He's got full cover right now.
What does that mean?
That means you can't hit him.
I fly in there.
You fly. The
Fly through the
window
window?
is the window is like a foot wide, maybe.
Did I ask how big the window is?
Fly
Alright. Alright. What's the
Fly,
wall made
fly
out
this
of?
poor
The
stuff.
wall's made out of stone.
What's the roof made out of? God damn it.
Thatch, I guess.
Ah.
Oh no, we're gonna start a fire.
I'm going through the roof.
Oh no.
How high is the roof? I don't think I can legally do this.
It's 10 feet up. This is a single-story building.
I went 15 feet. Hold on, I got the movement math again. 10 feet, 5 feet. If I get on top of the roof, theoretically, can I stab down with my glaive? Is this an option?
He still has full cover,
I'm gonna.
so you can't. Okay, you're attacking the thatch roof. All right,
Yeah.
cool.
Yes.
Just roll your damage.
No roll damage.
What's the
okay.
health pool of a thatch roof?
9.
I'ma say that's it. There's now a hole big enough that you can fit through.
I just like slammed down and I'm like, what's up, fucker?
What's up, fucker?
That's it.
Oh, that'd be terrifying.
Next up is Theseus.
I'm getting the hell away from there. I guess I will cast. What is it?
Necromancer, quick, raise one of these bodies.
I
What are you
can't do that.
doing?
I can't do that yet. I'm here to study.
I'm here to study, please. I'm
can
just
do
praying
that.
for shit.
What kind of
I'll do
necromancer
that.
are you?
With the rest of the. Oh wait, I just realized. This guy's kind of like behind trees over here. Right?
What guy?
This guy.
This guy? Yeah,
Like,
you
could
can
I
see him.
attack him from right here?
Yeah.
Okay. I will cast. If I cast something like firebolt, will it hit our cleric first?
No, you could easily curve the fireball around her.
Okay.
I
I'm gonna
love how
cast
you guys are
firebolt.
trying to hit me.
I'm trying not to hit you,
I'm,
Adam. So I just point my rod and charge up firebolt, and it goes shooting at him.
All right, your firebolt spins around in like a weird barrel roll. It goes, spins around Lampra and slams into the cultist, damaging him for.
My damage didn't show up.
Yeah, I have to roll the damage like separately.
I think you can. Oh.
4-8. Lampra, you hear this guy scream as he's set ablaze. He's like, "Ah! Ah! Ah! Ah!" and just like melts in front of you.
Oh, pretty flame.
His turn to Theseus.
And then I'll use my remaining movement to just go up with this group. I can see this cultist now.
Good. Everybody can see him.
And that's it for my turn.
All right, cool. Next up is Lampra.
I am going to move up with the family as well.
Good idea.
Let me see if I can dash and get ahead of them. Maybe.
If you want to like scout ahead, I think you can move a maximum of 60 feet if you dash.
Gotcha. So it's 40. And then
60 would be. Oh, wait, nope.
60 would be here.
Yeah, anywhere that's 20 feet.
Okay. So here then. I'm kind of scouting it.
All right. You see no threats so far, though you do see that dragon still flying overhead. Though he seems uncaring that you're killing his cultists.
Wait.
Seems indifferent.
He doesn't care.
Anyway, Professor Gryffindor, you are up.
Now that all the surrounding danger has been dealt with, I'm not going to stray too far from the warriors of our party. But while they're tussling in the house, and I hear them keeping whoever it is in there busy, I'm going to go, "Huh," and I'm going to get next to these cultists, and I'm going to start rifling through their shit, and I'm going to look for, like...
Looting!
And I'm, like, analyzing to see what their association is with this dragon, what kind of cultists they are, if they have any symbols or items on them.
You see immediately that they're all wearing a mask. The masks seem to differentiate in colors, but all the colors are white, black, blue, green, and red.
And would this look similar to the mask that went missing?
It looks like the mask that went missing, but that's the only similarities.
They're like...
There's no magical properties to the masks that they are wearing.
Okay, they're like copies. That's it, just the mask, no other items?
The other items you find are a couple of scimitars, and if you can roll me a d6.
Oh. 4.
Find 40 gold.
Ooh.
Okay.
I'm gonna take that.
This is for research purposes.
Right. Research. purposes.
And then I'll assume that'll take my whole turn, because I'm going to rifle through their fucking bodies.
Alright. Next up are the cultists. This cultist, the last cultist, he is going to he's gonna just throw aside the crossbow and pull out a scimitar and then try to fight the Batman. Your AC's only 16, right?
He
Only.
says only.
Only.
16.
Yes, it's only 16.
You take 3 slashing damage as your armor fails you, and you feel the blade cut into your flesh, and crimson splatter against the back
Damn,
wall.
ouch.
That is their turn. Next up is Vaughn.
I'm straight coming around the corner and it's like, oh, you think you're funny, huh? Shooting me back in the arrow, you coward! And I hit him.
And I hit him.
You see me getting sad, walks in the room, stabs him! Haha!
16 hits, 7 damage is enough to kill him dead.
You come around the corner. So you take a funny ass, shoot me in the back of the head, shoot me in the back like a coward, stab him right in the throat.
You just jump into the air and bring both your swords down on his head, and it goes down through his neck and gets stuck in his chest, and his head just splits like a flower.
Like a flower. Do your flowers split like that often?
Actually, he splits completely.
And then, yeah, they're dead.
Alright, cool.
Also, everyone gets 40 gold.
Yeah.
Hey.
Because Hybacius found it.
Everybody gets 40 gold?
Everybody.
Ah.
Good.
I'm also going to take the moment to, when I'm searching for them, I'm going to collect the various assortment of masks and put them in my inventory.
You do notice they also have an amulet, and on the amulet is a 5-headed dragon. One head to represent each color, and like an accented T on the amulet. If you'd like to give me a religion roll.
I can do religion.
I stare at it, like with a grimace on my face.
22.
22. This is an amulet of Tiamat. From your research, you know that Tiamat is is the goddess of evil dragons, and she is the opposite of Bahamut.
I'm gonna
Oh, no.
take those amulets. Alright.
I give I heal. I put lay on hands. I gotta pronounce the name right.
Lay on hands. You heal him for 3 points.
I heal Lapra for 1, and I give Theseus 2.
Ooh, okay.
Okay.
That brings me up to
I'm out of
5.
healing. I'm out of healing. No more. The healing machine broke.
Batman.
Alright,
Healing
so
machine.
Oh, the dragon.
one healing machine is broke. One other healing machine we have is Lampro.
Backup healing machine broke.
All right, back to Green Nest map proper. You guys were able to fight your way through that. With that, you're able to make it to about here.
Ooh.
The keep is up here on top of this hill. If you follow this road to your north, you'll be able to get there. If you guys can give me another stealth check before going into the keep.
Oh no.
Boy.
Or you can give me an athletics check to make a mad dash to it before any other people see you.
I'd like to make an athletics check. I'd like to make an athletics
We can either
check.
go really slow or really fast.
Oh, we're
Oh,
doing
okay.
athletics? Oh, sorry.
No, they're doing stealth. We had an option.
Oh.
Oh,
Alright, so we're doing stealth.
are we doing stealth? Can we please do stealth?
You nerd! Run faster, you nerd!
Oh my god, okay, so we're rolling for stealth then. Oh boy.
This is what happens when you don't go to the Bahamut Temple of Gains.
Oh.
You
Full of
weakling.
gay.
Oh no.
Canonically,
Yikes.
all paladins of Bahamut are buff.
Oh, actually you're wearing chainmail, so you have to roll it with disadvantage.
Wait, how do I do
It
that?
should do that automatically.
It does not. So when you go to roll for stealth, it says number roll, right? You're gonna hit down that arrow and scroll down to where it says disadvantage.
Oh, so I have to re-roll it?
If you want to, or you can just hit normal roll again, it will take the lower roll.
I don't want to re-roll it.
I am sorry, but that's how disadvantage works.
Okay, hang on. So instead of roll normal, I have to do disadvantage.
Yes.
Okay. Well. Okay.
Oh.
It's better than mine.
19
You
and
guys
7.
get to about up here. And then map change again.
Another fight.
You nerds. Just be good at running.
That doesn't have a whole lot of outside of it. I just realized.
Who's waking up?
that also won't work. Neil DM. Hold on. I'm just going to do a blank one and draw some stuff. And then pull you guys onto it. Boop.
Oh. Oh.
Here we
You
are.
made this.
What is this?
Okay, this is like the basic of basic drawn maps.
The old sideways penis. Ah, good.
The old sideways penis, yes. Why can't I mess with this one? Give me the second ball, damn it.
Damn it!
Okay, fine. That's just gonna be a random tower. Anyway, you guys start making a mad dash towards the keep, with the family in tow. Fortunately, behind you, you hear, "Wait, there's more of them making for the keep! Stop them!" And then a bunch of kobolds pop up and try to stop you.
A bunch. Okay.
Normally.
So, is this the gate?
Somebody roll me a d8. Yeah, up here is the gate.
But they're behind us. The kobolds.
The kobolds, they're behind us.
They're behind us, you say. And the family. You forgot to put the family.
I was gonna say, where's the family?
Fuck it. Get off her, dude. Why you got 3 kids? Fuck off. Why is she fighting? What are you doing?
I am fucking injured. Wait, no, I'm not.
No, you're not! You pathetic!
He stops you. Please don't heal me.
Your gains! They're weak!
Theseus, behind you.
Jesus Christ.
Oh no.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No.
Is that just where I am, or do I select a position?
Alright, you guys can.
Can I select my position inside the castle?
You guys can start on the lower end of that yellow line.
The lower end.
Oh,
Where's
okay,
the
so
family?
down here.
Okay.
Yes, we were all in a very straight line, making our way here in marching order.
We're all, it's like we're all stealthing, but we all have to hold hands while we stealth so we don't lose each other.
Lork has chosen his position.
You will die!
Ah, you have chosen.
So you have chosen death.
Hold on, I'll be right here.
Okay, I'm gonna be behind the Batman.
Yes, frontliners, please get the fuck in front of me.
You mean in front of the Batman?
Yes, in front of the Batman.
We gotta protect our squishy
Like
people.
that.
and
I'm gonna be
children.
right there.
Fuck, we have more kids than a Toys R Us, dude. Like, goddamn.
You have more kids than a Toys R Us. Oh, funny. Anyway, roll for initiative.
No!
Oh.
Oh, I didn't click my token. Oh, I did click my token. Cool.
Oh no, not disadvantage.
Oh,
Ah, shit.
So now I have to put it back to normal.
Can actually get that 22. I'm sorry. Actually,
yeah,
roll for disadvantage.
22.
Thank
And
you.
then Lampra is 13, and then I need kobolds again.
Please, please, kobolds. Please, kobolds. Be slow. Just, just be as slow as possible.
Oh wait, one of them, two of them needs to be
Oh, special, upgraded, above tier.
upgraded.
So is that why
Mode.
one of them is gold?
Yeah. Well, they can
Oh,
fly.
great.
There we go.
There may be many of them, but they're still only kobolds.
Okay, descending.
I need battle music for this.
Yeah, same. Why do you think I keep putting on the Final Fantasy theme? Anyway,
First up, Vaughn. You're
Alright.
sprinting forward. The castle is in sight. It is within at least 100 feet of you. What do you want to do?
Oh boy. Hold up.
Wait, I have range. That's why I like step back a little bit. What are you doing back here?
What am I doing back here? Oh, I also have something similar.
We're all ranged.
It's just like, poke him back. Stay back, peasants.
Alright, so I'm actually gonna move about right there, and then I'm just gonna like open my jaw and then use my breath weapon on these three.
Oh.
Oh, you dare approach me?
And what's your breath weapon again?
Let me check.
Can't kick your ass if I don't.
It is cold damage.
So con save.
Yes. Alrighty.
A winged kobold does a 12.
So they
Regular
have to
kobolds?
they have to succeed at 13.
They don't. They don't.
Okay.
How much damage do you do?
4 damage, unfortunately. Damn.
Oh, damn.
They all have
Well,
1 HP.
you take a step forward and you feel the chill like build up in your throat, and everyone else you can see a white glow flash below within Vaughn's. What color are you? Silver?
Yes, I'm a silver dragon.
Ah, yeah, silvery throat, and you see this chill. Just the entire temperature next to him drops 10 degrees, and he shoots out a wave of ice that hurts, but doesn't kill anyone. Minus.
Damn, that one really fucked me. Alright, and then I'm right there still. So that was my action.
Yep.
Your bonus action, I'm gonna attack the guy in front of me.
Okay. Offhand attack.
Yes. My short sword. I don't know how I'm rolling these natural 20s.
Oh god, you want him dead. After that icy blast, you see the winged kobold go, "Oh god, it's so fucking cold! What?" And then just short sword just comes out of nowhere and bisects his head as you stab it into his face.
Okay, then that was one. And then I think I'm gonna move about. Shit. Let's go for right there. And then I'm gonna roll a d6. So it's gonna end my turn.
Okay. Next up,
plus weapon back.
Hibaceous Gryffindor.
I'm gonna look at the one with the wings and go, "Oh, you're not going to evade me this time." As I hold out my hand, and you can see this frosty energy emanate off of it, and then I just like that, and then I cast Frostbite on the winged one here.
Frostbite. Con save. That is a 14.
Damn. Yeah, he doesn't take any damage then.
All right.
Aw.
You see the air just coalesce and try to like strike into the winged kobold, but he shakes it off, and you see a little bit fire erupt from his mouth as he heats himself up.
And then I'm gonna move my character over here, and I'm say, "Kids, come here."
And then you book it.
Come on.
I will say you can command the commoners with a bonus action, and they'll be able to move half their movement.
Okay,
That works.
I'll do that then. Come along. Let the bruiser types handle them. Come with
Next
me.
up are the regular kobolds. This one is going to immediately take a step up, and he's going to stab you with his knife. Yeah. That is an 18 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
You take
Shit.
3 piercing damage as you get stabbed in the thigh. So you got stabbed in the thigh by a kobold.
Thank you, very cool.
This guy is going to immediately ignore you, move up, and take a
Uh-oh.
stab at the kid. Or at the
no.
dad.
Yeah.
That
dad.
is a 7. The
The
dad
dad.
grabs him by the wrist and like throws him backwards and goes, "Get away from my kid!"
You
Which-
wanted to do a child murder. That was your
By the
first-
way, here's the
That's dad.
Okay. We've labeled the dad.
Next up, this guy is going to go around.
Oh my
and,
god. Oh my god.
Pack maneuvers, fuck!
He's going to try to stab
Vaughn.
Vaughn for
Poor
wait,
Vaughn.
for 7.
7 to hit.
7 to hit.
Okay, no, that feels freaking. I can imagine just
You-
like hit him with the hilt of the hilt of the blade, just knock, like stun him away.
You flip around and just bash his dagger away, and then still taking a defensive stance towards the kobold in front of you, but keeping your other sword back on your back in case someone tries to attack you from the ass. Next up is wait, this kobold's gonna run up and try to stab you, Batman.
Your name is just Batman now. I'm sorry.
That is a 20 to hit. You take 6 piercing damage.
Oh no.
As he jumps up and stabs you in the shoulder. This
Give me
guy,
strength.
this guy's gonna come up and try to stab the wife, the winning.
Are you sure not the children? Are you sure not the children first?
That is a 6.
Oh, phew.
Next up, this guy gonna come up and try to finish off
No.
the
God damn it.
The Batman.
Vlad.
Batman, no.
Batman Vlad. 13. Does not hit.
No, go
No.
away.
This kobold is actually going to skip all you and try to hit the wizard.
Me?
Pulls out a
Yeah, easy,
sling,
but too long.
swings it around, and then flings the rock at
No, please. I'm out of science.
18 to hit.
Ah!
You take 4 bludgeoning damage as a rock hits you in the head.
I think you had like 7 hit points, didn't you?
That's half my HP.
Oh my god.
No.
Nerd.
Next up is the winged kobold. He is going to fly up and right next to. He is actually 30 feet in the air, and he's going to try to drop a rock onto Lampra.
I shouldn't have told you that idea. Now you're using it. Now this is just...
No, he literally has an attack called Dropped Rock. That's a natural 1. You just kind of like take a step back and watch the rock hit the ground in front of you, and he goes, "Fuck." Lampra, you're up.
Got it. I can use Cure Wounds. I can cast Cure Wounds, right?
You need to touch the target you want to cast that on.
Yeah, it's
I
healing
can
word that
cast-
you use. But you can use it for range.
But I'm in... But
I can
I'm
cast
in-
it on
No.
Theseus, right? Or on
Glad.
Hold on.
on
Orange
Vlad.
lad.
Who's even?
Who's more injured?
Oh,
That's a
not
good
me.
question. Who's the most injured here?
Me.
How much health do you have?
4.
I also have 4.
I have
Get
5.
out.
Oh, we're gonna die.
Um,
Have fun. I have fun. I gave you
I have
2
to
health.
pick and choose.
You gave me help?
No, not you.
No, you didn't heal. You didn't heal me. You healed everyone else but
Yeah,
me.
yeah, yeah, get mad about it. No, the other one. I was like, how do you have 5 health?
Get mad about it.
Up to you,
Um,
Ashley.
I'm gonna go here and heal Vlad.
Be
Okay.
careful though, because you'll be
Okay.
drawing opportunity attack from one of them. Because if you
You-
leave outside the enemy ranges, that will happen.
Actually don't have to move there to heal Vlad. You could stay where you are and heal Vlad because he's within 5 feet of you.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Then I'll just stay there.
All right.
Just reach behind you and touch him.
Yeah, you give him
then-
the good touch.
Right. So do I have to roll for the effect?
Not like to hit or anything, but you do have to roll to like see how much you heal him.
Okay.
Yeah, and since you are a life cleric, I think it's 2 plus the spell you're using it for, so 3. I think it'll add into what you roll. Yeah, bro, so
All right, you heal for 9.
Yes. Yes.
The question is that including her life cleric bonus?
that is the question. I don't know, because it says 1 plus 8 equals 9.
Yeah, it says the +1. So does her life cleric thing give her +1? Is that it?
No, it should be 2 plus her spell level, so it should be plus 3.
Oh, so probably add another 3 to that.
Yeah, take 12.
I'm already in. I'm
Even
I mean,
better.
it's overheal, but you know.
Yeah.
Can I overheal?
No, but
Okay.
We're-
Okay. We're being pedantic. Okay.
All right, Lampra. Anything else?
And then I can't attack, can I? Because
because you
I
healed.
use the spell, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Think I'll just stay there then.
Okie doke. Next up, is Theseus.
Okay.
Run.
I guess I'm gonna cast Fireball. at-
Fireball.
Not Fireball. Firebolt.
Firebolt. Kid don't get
Sorry.
Firebolt to level 3.
Yeah, I'll cast Firebolt towards this guy right here who is next to Lena and the children.
All right.
What a hero.
Oh.
And I roll an 8.
It's an 8. He like ducks out of the way and goes, "Yeah, you missed me."
I guess that's it.
All right. Next up is Vladimir.
I can't curse in my Christian server. Darn. Not what I choose to kill. Praise Bahamut. 15 hit.
15 hits. Which one are you hitting?
The one right here. This one.
That one. Oh, okay, yeah. He is. You jump into the air and bring your glaive down on his head. It just slices him in half like fucking butter.
I pointed this when I go, "You're next, heathen."
And then he like does like a weird knife flourish and goes, "Not if I get you first." Next up is Linen, and she is going to look at her children and go, "Run!" And then take the disengage action.
Oh yeah, children need to get.
But
the
they're
hell out of here.
kids.
But that
Okay.
kid-
And what about these 2 kids? Or the husband and the kid?
No,
Uh,
husband has been demoted to kid.
Husband has not been demoted to kid. He's going to take the disengage action and run, and then immediately start screaming at the wall. He's like, "No, boss!"
Oh,
At the top of the round, you guys hear come from the wall, And you see.
Reinforcements?
Please,
Our end, please.
please.
Oh, the god's gate's not
Uh,
even open yet.
Open the gate.
You hear the guys yell, "Open the gate! More survivors incoming!"
Nice.
And the gate opens like that, and behind it you see one guard, two guards, three guards, four guards.
Oh, nice.
Uh, and they will enter combat.
God bless, because I'm looking at 2 enemies.
All right. Starting up is Vaughn.
All right. Bonus action, second wind, because I need it.
10, not bad.
And back to max health. Yes, so that was one. It's like, he's played the Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, like Jen is
Where
like,
you just- Where he like hits himself in the stomach a little bit.
yeah, like he's like bracing himself. Now, I'm gonna attack. Which kobolds hurt?
Both of them are.
Let's go for this guy up here.
All right.
I see short sword. And bonus action to attack. Oh no, that might miss.
An 8 does not hit.
Damn.
He like does the parry from
Shadow Mordor.
sure, Shadow of Mordor, and he just
Damn.
Like a glancing blow.
And then I'm just gonna move right there. And that'll be ending my turn.
All right. Next up is Mr. or Professor Gryffindor. Mr. Professor Gryffindor.
Mr. Dr.
see.
Professor.
In that order.
Right.
I'm going to quickly, before I take my movement, I'm going to hurl a bolt of electricity into this kobold here. For a natural 20.
Oh, that's a nat 20.
Ta-da! So that's 16 damage.
Yeah. You just rub your hands together, and electricity starts to spark off your hands, and then you grab something invisible and pull it back as a bolt of electricity starts to form between your hands, and you let it go, and it just fires forward like an arrow and hits this kobold, and he goes. His eyes explode as blood and steam fumes from his body as he crumples to the ground.
That's for the rock. And then I just turn and run.
Oh my god. That's it. That's for Rock. Hey, guess what?
Next up are the kobolds. This kobold is going to actually go up here, and he's going to try to hit Theseus
Uh-oh.
No.
with a 6 to hit. So Theseus, you somehow suddenly you remember this one trick that a friend taught you in school, where you can just like grab a wrist of somebody who's trying to stab you. You do that, and then do this weird monk thing where you flip him backwards and go, "Huh, I still remember that. Neat." This one south of Vlad, he's going to try to stab Vlad.
16.
7. He goes,
Bahamut!
Fuck. Well then, a bonus action disengage and run away.
You little shit. You little shit.
This kobold above Vaughn, he is going to try to stab Vaughn for
Oh.
6.
Nope.
Bonus action disengage.
Oh my.
But he's gonna run forward.
Uh-oh.
He's gonna go. Those children aren't gonna escape me. I'm gonna definitely kill them.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, totally evil. This kobold's gonna move forward and then ignore Vaughn and try to hit Lampra with a rock.
Okay.
Man, I really wish I had Sentinel right now.
With disadvantage, because an enemy is still next to him. 8. Lampra, you just like a rock hits your shoulder, but your armor is too thick, and it goes pink. It's like
Just turn around. Ah. What's that?
Someone trying to get my attention?
Who threw a rock?
God,
this other kobold, he's going to immediately move 30 feet
Oh no. He wants to
this
kill
way.
us.
He really
Oh, no.
wants to kill that dad.
Oh no!
no,
not the dad.
no.
Not like this. Not like this.
That is however, that is a 9 to hit. So the kobold, like, he does the thing where he puts the knife in his hands and then put it close to his chest like that, and he completely runs forward and goes, ah! And forgets that he's like 3 feet tall compared to the dad, so he slowly slows down and goes, ah! Yeah.
Oh no, I regret everything.
Next up is the winged kobold. He is going to pull out another rock and drop it on Lampra.
What
How
are
big
with
are
all
these
these
rocks?
rocks?
Where are you getting all these rocks?
I got tons of them. He drops the rock, and that is a 22 to hit. You take
Oh.
4 bludgeoning damage, Lampra.
Cool.
As the rock hits you in the back of the head. Oh god! And then like you feel dizzy for a
Ow.
second.
What's your health at?
4.
Oh boy.
Theseus, you're up.
Okay.
You sound quite calm.
Well, yes, I haven't been attacked in quite some time. What? Alright, I'm going to attack the one closest to me.
That would be this guy.
Yes. With, with, sorry, give me 1 second.
Do you have shocking grasp?
I don't. All my stuff is ranged. I'll just use chill touch.
That works.
Alright, so
I was waiting for you to pull out a dagger.
I mean, I have a dagger. Should I equip it?
You have
Achoo!
+0 to dex.
Don't do it. Don't.
Yeah,
do
you don't
it.
want to do that if you have no dex.
Yeah, it would do less damage. Alright, so... Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna point blank fire firebolt at him.
A disadvantage?
Is
I
that
want to say at disadvantage, but I always thought that was stupid because the target you're aiming at is 5 feet from you, so
I'm not complaining.
I'm gonna say it would be a disadvantage if the target you were aiming at was not the person 5 feet in front of you. That's like, it's literally like trying to throw a baseball at somebody who's blocking you, but like the person you're throwing the baseball at is right in front of you. You could literally just pelt him with it. So yeah, roll the attack.
Would you describe the target as Jason?
Yes, that hits.
Okay. And here we go.
9 damage.
So I just
No-
jab my rod at him and charge up the fireball and fire it right into him.
Now, you saw earlier that a winged kobold did a little fire thing. This one doesn't look like to have that kind of speciality, and you just shove the rod into his chest, and a bolt of fire just erupts through his chest cavity, and you can see like light illuminate his neck and head, and then the fire bursts out of his eyes as he goes.
Shit, like Gears of War brutality, Jesus.
Falls on the ground, dead.
All right, and then I guess I'll move up to the kids and all that stuff. Are they like running away?
They are running to the keep.
Okay. So yep, I'll move up right alongside them.
All right, Lamprey, you're up.
Okay. I'm going. Let me see.
Are you gonna bing bing bong him?
Well, that guy
He's
above you,
flying.
he's 20 feet above you.
Yeah, he's flying, so I can't quite.
Oh, if you
But you could-
bing bing bong, it's ranged.
Yeah,
isn't
you
it?
could still get him with Toll the Dead. That's a ranged attack.
Yeah, I can. Yeah. I can do toll. Toll the Dead.
I think I need to do wisdom save, don't I?
Mhm.
Yes, 15.
Oh, no, that's a 6.
Roll your damage.
I roll for damage. Okay.
Yes, it'll be a D8 because I don't think has he taken damage.
He is not taking damage, so yeah, it would be a D8.
Target missing any hit point. Is he missing any hit points?
He is not.
Okay. Seven.
Jesus Christ, that's his exact HP.
Good.
You slam your shield and mace together and makes a loud ding noise that spreads outwards and everyone can hear it, but this guy can especially hear it because basically you put a bell over his head and then rang it. He then floats to the ground right next to you. He goes, ah! And his blood splatters out from him.
And then I will run up to the CS.
Alright. Flatty.
Vaughn, I look at Vaughn, and I look at the father, who's like, you know, like Vaughn, look at the father, look at the Vaughn, look at the father, and I go, I must protect those who cannot protect themselves. Shows it behind this kobold.
Wait, can you get the kobold right there?
Which one?
The one right behind the father.
No,
Oh shit. Okay.
because I'd be here, and I would need to hit that far.
True. Fuck. Okay.
So this one gets whacked instead. You know what? I'll be here. So the next turn, if he runs, I can get him. But I'll
There you
be
go.
here. And then I'll okay. So now I show up, and instead of I run past him, and then I hit him with the glaive.
You're like,
Ah,
oh
what
yeah.
you got
yeah.
to target?
11.
11 doesn't hit.
He saw me coming.
Ah.
He's like, he'll just duck below him, and then as he's waiting for the second hit, he pops up and goes, "Ha! You missed!"
Well, now you're not escaping me.
All right. Next up are the guards.
Oh, the guards.
They are going to move. This guy's going to move about there, and he's going to. He pulls out a spear and then just hucks it at the this kobold below the dad. Oh, that is a 16 to hit. You see the spear immediately shoves through the kobold and nails him to the large door that's now open.
10 out of 10.
This guy is then going to go, excuse me, come up right here and then huck a spear as far as he can at disadvantage. A 6 doesn't hit. Vaughn, you see a spear land about right here.
Huh.
Just shook.
Huh. Fascinating.
And the other two guards are just gonna sit there with their spears ready and motion everybody in. Next up is Leonin. She is going to move with her and her children. Right about there. And the dad is going to move into the keep. And at the start of the round, you hear another horn, but this time not coming from the keep. Coming
No
from down
shit.
there, like and
How many? Oh.
How many?
So many.
You've been lagging behind, Vaughn.
Vaughn, leave! Get out!
Oh shit.
more kobolds show up.
Vaughn, they're still alive! Get out of there!
God. Okay.
Vaughn, it's your turn.
Oh shit.
Might as well
I'm
just
gonna
disengage,
move
actually.
5, 10 right there. I'm gonna slash this kobold right here first.
Okay.
First order of business beats up Kobold. They didn't even dash action! There's so many behind you!
18 hits. You immediately you cut off the kobold, like you just take the top part of his head clean off as you run by him.
Cool. So
He
it was
goes,
5. It was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And then bonus action hitting him.
You use your action surge?
I am not.
And
This is
then-
a bonus action.
and then you bring your second sword up onto the back.
Wait. I'm gonna do this one. You know,
Okay.
it's the Shadow of War execution, where like straight up slice their legs so they force to bend down, and then like frickin' Tally like flips over them by sagging them in the chest and lands in front of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna be right there. So let's get the fuck out of here.
You step on
Sorry,
the
I'm
Batman.
30.
On the Batman. Out of the way, Batman.
Out of the way, Batman.
Out of the way, Batman.
Way Batman.
Mr. Gryffindor.
I'm just gonna like let loose a bolt from downrange on this one here. Oh shit, this one right here. Fuck,
Okay.
my mouse can't fucking
The one right in front of us?
right there.
By the gains.
But you
Oh, that hits.
all the way downrange.
From
Eight
downtown.
damage.
Can he go all the way? Yes, he can. And obliterates. You turn that kobold into a pile of ash.
Okay, and then I'm gonna position myself with the guards, and I'm going to just I'm gonna provide artillery fire from the back.
All right. Next up are the kobolds. They are going to get up to there.
No. Here they come. Thick as grass and red as hell.
Oh no.
No, Jesus Christ.
So
Just fucking run, nerds. Just fucking run.
sling, sling, sling.
Slit! Run!
All right. Theseus, a 23, I believe, hits you. You take 6 bludgeoning damage as a rock hits you in the back of the head.
You're all gonna get
Oh,
stoned
no.
to death.
He goes unconscious.
Okay.
Oh my God.
I am down.
Oh!
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh
More
fuck.
stones than biblical
Thankfully, the
whisper.
cleric's right next to him. But can the cleric survive?
But that
Good
took
question.
the other 2 were also aimed at Lamprout. They completely missed.
Oh,
That's-
okay.
That's a 4 to hit, and that's a 6.
We'll say that they also hit me.
They also hit you. And then you
Piled
No,
on him.
no. Next up is the kobolds over on the other side. Sling, sling. Oh, that's 2 nat ones. All right, fine. Next up are the winged kobolds.
I don't see any.
I don't see. Oh no.
Oh great. There's 2 more. 3 more.
Oh no.
A lot of dead cold bones.
They get to about there.
God, there's gonna be a lot more dead kobolds before the night's over. Leaving. Just leave. Just run away. Just dash.
Theseus, it's your turn. Can you give me a death saving throw?
How do I do that?
You roll a d20. If you get 10 or higher, that's a success. If you get
Is it slash roll d20?
So
Yeah.
If you click on your hit points on D&D Beyond, I believe you can also hit death save.
Yeah, you have to put the max health you have in there to 0 first, and then do that.
Did it work?
12.
Yes,
Yes,
it
that
did.
works. You have 1 success.
Okay.
Lampra, you're up.
Hi, I can cast Spare the Dying.
You stabilize him, but he's still unconscious.
Conscious.
Darn. But so I can
If you give
pick
him
him
a
up
healing-
and
Oh, yeah,
hold
you
on.
can.
So how it works if he's unconscious, you cannot wake him up. He has to wake up on his own. But if you
Okay.
heal him, he will wake up, and then he can act again.
Okay, so I can cast both of them then?
You can only cast one.
Oh, okay. So,
Spare the Dying is a cantrip that you have in case you don't
Spare
have
the
any
Dying-
health potions or health
Yeah.
spells. So it's like your
So-
last
Ah.
resort. It's your last resort.
So if you
Gotcha.
want to use a cantrip or a spell slot,
or I can heal him to be awake.
yes, you can either heal him or like keep him from dying even more.
Okay, so I can do Cure Wounds again,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll roll for it.
Cool. Okay.
I thought she was out of healing spells. I was like, oh, Lorik's fucked.
Lord, you gain 10 healing. You immediately wake back up and go.
I gained 10 healing?
You gain 10 HP.
Well, that's more than my max.
You can like heal him to your max.
Yeah, I know.
Or you heal up to your max.
Which reminds me, I need to do that.
I'm alive.
Run.
And I book it out of there. I'm like, come on, let's go. I'm off with the kids at that point.
Vladdy.
No. Do I need to run? Okay.
Run.
There's a dragon on top of me.
Oh, hold on. That guy's dead. I forgot to.
Hold on. I'm dash action. Run, nerds, run! 35. I actually have 35 feet, so that means
That means you have 70 feet of movement.
Oh my god, Lorik has to survive another round with the kobolds.
Yep.
Lorik!
oh
Good
God.
God.
Now I'm morally obligated. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get back, you son
I will say you could use. If you're taking the dash action, right?
No, is he unconscious?
No,
No.
No, I healed him back.
Okay.
he is
Wait.
not unconscious.
Okay, what are you saying?
I will say you can drag him if you dashed 15 feet up.
Oh yeah, you can move him.
Make him move.
I grab him, like I pick him up, throw him over my shoulder, like, let's get out of here, nerd! 1, 2, 3. Alright, so he goes right here. He goes
shit.
right here.
Okay.
There.
Okay.
You moved here.
And
There
I'm
we
just
go.
like flailing my arms while he's carrying me.
I just like throw him down and I'm like, we gotta get the fuck out of here.
All right, next up are the guards. This guard is going to immediately go. Just jump over you guys and then throw a spear at that kobold. Oh, that is a 22 to hit. 5 damage. Fuck.
Nice.
These guards are nobody. You just see him pull out another spear, like off his back, and huck it at this kobold. It goes through its left eye and out the other end of its head, and he goes. "Argh!"
Who knew Greenville had such fine soldiers?
This guard, he's going to move 10 feet down and huck a spear at this kobold.
Greenest. That's it.
17 to hit, but it stabs into the kobold's chest, but he yanks it out and throws it to the side. Doesn't seem to have killed it, but it did injure it pretty badly. Linen is going to then move all the way into the keep.
Yes.
They are, for all intents and purposes, out of the fight.
Nice. You don't have to worry about them anymore.
Mission complete. And now, Vaughn.
I'm okay. I think.
Run.
Yeah, I'm running. Okay.
No, I'm okay, I'll stay.
I'm fine, I'm safe.
I'll just beat up all these.
I'm gonna be right there.
Stoned to death.
Yeah, I'm gonna like watch these three. I'm like, get your asses over here!
I already threw the nerd. I already physically brought the nerd as far as I could.
Oh my god.
All right, next up, Mr. Gryffindor.
I'm gonna position myself here, and I'm gonna launch a bolt into this guy. Ka-chow!
Ciao.
For 22.
That hits.
9 damage. Meow.
He still alive.
Nope, he's vaporized.
Little pocket god Thunderstrike.
This little Zeus back here. Alright, hurry your asses back here.
All right, next up are the kobolds. This one is going to move. Oh, he can get right up there. He's gonna run forward, go ah! With his dagger out, and try to stab Vlad for 14.
No. I have the power of Bahamut and anime on my
This
side.
one is going to
And
move forward
anime.
and stab that guy for 23.
Damn.
Four.
I hope that guard's still up.
God, he's been. Oh
This
my
guy
God.
is going to run forward and pull out a sling and throw it at Vaughn.
Oh.
These guys really want to die.
That's an 11 to hit.
Bounces off my armor.
And then you see
More up here.
No.
Oh no.
Oh my God! Run, nerd! Run! Run! Get the hell out of here!
I'm trying.
We lost somebody. Well, make sure to do a dash. You just forego your action and just like run double.
Wait,
All right.
really?
I don't think I will.
next up are the winged kobolds. They're going to fly. They can actually fly 40 feet.
Uh-oh.
Don't make me fly up there and kick your ass. Don't make me fly up there.
Right now they're just 10 feet off the ground.
Oh my god, there's 5 more.
Oh no.
5 more.
I will fight every one of these guys.
Jesus. That was well.
What are they armed with? Harsh words?
Big ass rocks.
God damn.
Right.
Armed
How
with
big? They're
rocks.
3 feet. They can't be that big.
They're like this big. Like if you drop it on somebody's head, it'll hurt.
That's pretty big for being dropped on.
Anyway, Theseus.
Yo.
Get your ass in here!
Okay.
that
Look him.
I will. I'm
that
gonna
mage has
attack and
chosen
then I'm gonna-
violence!
Don't attack! Just run!
Is the goal to run or is the goal to kill them all?
Goals to run.
No,
Goals
you
to
can't
run.
kill them all.
They keep. They,
You're being slung over Vlad's shoulder, right? You look back and you actually can see a lot of lights heading your way from like the rest of the town, and you see not only kobolds but men with torches and large scimitars, and then you notice one stick out from them. He looks a little bit like Vaughn, though he's green, and he yells out, "Do you speak Draconic?"
I do.
No,
Ew.
Oh. I don't.
Well then, you don't, but Ethan does. You hear him yell, "Take the keep! Surround it! We don't want them leaving at all!"
Oh no.
oh my.
Run.
Oh dear.
Gentlemen, I believe we've cornered ourselves.
I could
Safety
still
first.
Take out one before I go, but actually, let me see how far it is.
How can I throw a person?
Oh!
What's your
All right,
strength?
fine.
Oh, 16
Oh.
actually.
Oh, alright. That's not bad.
All right. Well, I'll run over here, and then I'll cast a spell at one of the flying ones.
Oh,
Let's cast
one of the
quick,
flying ones.
A quick toll of the dead.
I need to do a wisdom save.
Are any of them missing hit points?
They are not.
Oh, well, no, that's not. Oh, that's the damage. Okay,
They rolled a 10.
cool.
Nice.
You see this kobold. You snap your fingers and there's instead of the token snap, there's a bing coming from your hand, and the sound seems to irritate the kobold. He puts his hands up against his ears, and you see blood come out of his eyes, his nose, his mouth, and ears a little bit.
Oh,
Oof.
But
I
he's
feel
still
bad for
alive.
using that spell. Okay,
Don't,
and
don't
that's
feel
it.
bad. They're not people. They're heathens.
Oh,
Lampra, you're up.
Get more to keep.
I can use Sacred Flame,
Mm-hmm.
and I can hit the ones in front of me, like the through. Hang on.
You could hit one target with it.
One. Okay, so the one closest to Vlad.
All right, that's a good idea.
That
I
helped
think
me
he
out.
needs to make a dex save.
Wait, I need to make a dex save?
No,
No,
they need to make
no.
a dex save. That's an 8.
Look back with betrayal.
I need
inside.
it's a 15.
All right.
The dexterity, so roll damage.
Yeah, roll damage. You see a shining bright light descend upon this kobold, and he looks at it and goes, "Oh." And then you see his skin start to bubble, and he erupts into holy blue flame as he goes.
Damn.
Damn, that's
okay.
damn, sister.
Don't mess with the cleric, right?
I've been meaning to ask, Lampro, what god do you worship, or goddess?
It's a good question. I don't know.
I was gonna ask that right when Zach was like, a giant dragon flew over you. I was like, I guess my character would not be thinking about that right now.
I haven't really figured out or chose one yet.
All right, next up, Vladdy.
I look at the guard, I look at all the kobolds. I look at the guard, I look at all the kobolds, and I say, life before death, Bahamut be with you. Dash action, run away.
Life before death, Bahamut be with you.
I'm gonna be
4,
with
5,
you.
6, 7.
Oh
I
no.
made it. I
The
made
guard's
it.
like, wait, I came out here to save you.
All right,
I lived.
next up are the guards. This guy is going to try to stab this kobold. With an 11, he does not succeed, but he doesn't care. He's going to run away anyway.
Run.
Kobold gets an attack of opportunity.
Run, nerd.
That's only a 10, does not hit. This
Run, boy,
this
run.
guy guard is going to then run
Oh my god.
over here,
This door's still open. This nerd didn't dash action. I hate you.
and then he's going to use his action to hold a dash for Vaughn to get in.
Boy, I'm getting inside.
And now it's Vaughn's turn.
Alright, I'm getting inside with that.
All right. With that, the fight's over. Doot, 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 doot. I will move you back to the other map.
Almost lost my cool there.
You almost lost my cool there.
Thank Christ we had a healing spell on him.
God, we...
And you guys are basically
Christ.
inside the keep.
Yay!
Yay!
Yay.
Do we level up?
That's a lot for that's a
You
lot for a first
do. You
session.
guys are level 2 now.
Yay!
Are we doing milestone?
Yes.
Yay!
You bet your sweet Bipu we're doing milestone.
To be fair, we were killing quite a few kobolds. I was like, damn, we got XP. Ooh, we got a lot. We've been killing so many.
We killed a lot.
We were supposed to run, but we were fighting more than running.
I think we pretty much killed like more than half of the first wave.
Because every
We
time
killed
we
it, second half.
we killed every one of the kobolds.
Yeah. Brutalize them, living bodies in our wake.
Alright, I've dealt with my problem. I now have blind sight.
I also have blind sight.
Or blind fighting, I mean. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
I misspoke. I get a bandana.
I misspoke.
I get a bandana and I put it on my head, and then like you just see me go. I can't
Okay, so
do anything.
now you can use echolocation for its
Yeah.
around.
I've mastered how to use echolocation.
Yay.
I'm actually
Oh,
gonna
Oh,
move
you're-
down here.
I can smell his poggers. Divine Smite. Alright. Alright, fuck you, heathens. I have the power of Bahamut on my side.
Alright. Do you know how to level up, Ashley?
Kind of.
Yeah, so it's similar to edit your character, but you can just go click on minus levels and then where it says level
Then-
1, hit level 2.
Got it.
I now have cure wounds.
Oh, more healing. Yeah.
Jesus, my health has increased tenfold. God damn, okay.
Cool. I now have 13 health.
I started with 13 health and now 22.
Well, I currently have 13 health with all the damage I took.
Oh yeah, same here. Well, technically I was in max health, so that's actually 22.
And I have an extra slot for more spells.
Nice.
Thunder Smite. That's actually a little hot. That's a little spicy.
What, smite?
A
Smite.
Thunderous Smite. Thunderous Smite. I smack somebody and I basically smack him with a bolt of lightning. It's pretty fucking great. Sets off all the car alarms in the neighborhood, but that's okay.
That's fine. Don't
It
worry
literally
about it.
says if you hit somebody, it's audible within 300 feet.
Nice.
Ooh, Shield of Faith. Yeah, we need that. We need that. We need that.
Oh, okay, cool. I just learned that there is a goddess of joy in Faerun
Oh yeah.
Oh,
called Lyra.
Lyra?
Lliira.
Okay. That works.
But for all intents and purposes, you guys are outside of combat. The door slams behind you, which now that I think it shouldn't be one that opens like it's a giant hinge. It should be a portcullis. So instead, it does that. Immediately, you look around and you see injured soldiers, knights, civilians, all sorts of people just around you, rushing to and fro, making sure a bunch of people like making sure they have food to withstand a siege, ensuring that the wounded are moved to a dry location to where they can be helped, and ensuring that their weapons are sharp and ready to go. For they keep something, well, you all know, the giant blue dragon flying overhead keeps skirting, like almost scratching the top of the tallest tower in the place.
Oh no.
Guards, is your leader still alive?
A bunch of the guards stop and go, it's Nighthall. He's Governor Nighthall. He's at the top of the tower.
I think we might have a few questions for him if he doesn't mind.
He's definitely gonna want to talk with you guys. But if you'll excuse me, sir, I gotta go do things.
Understood.
Up we go.
Do we want to continue the session from here? Because I know some people have to work tomorrow.
I gotta work tomorrow. I would actually have to ask if we could not.
I also have to work tomorrow.
We survived the fight.
We have.
Success.
Success! You guys leveled up, and as part of your level up, you all get one normal health potion,
Ish.
or one potion of healing.
A blessing from Bahamut.
Oh my god.
Wait, a healing? What?
Potion of healing.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Somebody put in that Monty Python that gift. Blessing from the Lord.
Yeah. A normal potion.
Yeah, potion of healing.
2d4. That ain't nothing to sneeze at.
With the amount of health we have right now.
God, you nerds. You can't even run. I have +5 to athletics.
Potion of healing.
And you bring 2 book nerds with you. Why can't you run?
When you don't go to the Temple of Gains at Bahamut.
I've been there a few times. It was nice.
Yes, I see. You went to the Temple of Gains.
Oh yes, of course. You see now, standing back there, taking care of those kobolds. You're carrying everyone else back there.
Everybody, like both of us just flexing, like, yes, I see.
Man, these animal
Everybody-
people are really proud of their
everybody's
muscles.
Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Oh,
Yes. Yes. Yes.
You immediately take off your shirt and start flexing.
The husband. Yes. Alex Louis Armstrong. Yes.
Yeah.
I cast minor illusion.
Where did I put that guy? But yeah, we could stop here. Oh, a noble will fucking work.